You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are, and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I'm going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, human design, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Well, hello, brilliant soul. I have a question for you. Do you have a favorite superhero? Did you love superhero stories as a kid? Do you still love superhero stories? And if the answer to that question is yes, then I am celebrating the absolute heck out of you. I am talking about any and every kind of superhero. Ones from comic books, your favorite movies, from novels, legends, TV series, and everything in between. When you think of your favorite superhero, what sparks your admiration for them? Is it their morals, their values, their powers, their unique gifts? Is it the aesthetic? Is it the way they command attention, their courage, or their confidence? What is the it factor, the je ne sais quoi, that most tickles your fancy? What makes you potentially desire to emulate them? What qualities or traits about your favorite superheroes invite you to feel inspired? The superhero is an archetype that wears many masks. It can be a savior, a brave one, an inventor, a peacekeeper, or an underdog. It's an archetype with some kind of superhuman ability, whether it's intelligence, strength, telepathy, resources, the ability to fly. I know that one's always a big one for people. Behind all of the most celebrated and admired qualities that may astound you about your favorite superhero, the asset of a superhero that I'd like to ground this week's episode in, the common denominator for superheroes of all varieties, is the transformation. Peter Parker is bitten by a venomous spider before he becomes Spider-Man. Wolverine is a product of genetic mutation and experimentation before he can conceal his claws and then protract them at a moment's notice. Eleven from Stranger Things emerged into this world forever changed because of the wild tinkering of a mad scientist. Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Wonder Woman, each of these characters have an origin story and an evolution that creates and enhances the blatant qualities that we are so quick to admire within them. So, in this episode, I'd like to peel back some of these layers. Let's get to the underbelly of transformation, and I promise that the mind seeds that shall emerge from this exploration, both mystical and practical in nature, are ones that you can adopt in your mindset and your life to aid yourself in creating a life that feels like absolute magic. So, what makes the transformation quality itself the most important asset of any of these superheroes? The answer is their tolerance and capacity for the transformation itself. When you watch the Incredible Hulk change into his monster form for the first time, there is pain and a panic that overcomes him. Over time, the Hulk is able to build a tolerance for the transformation and use it to his advantage. There is inherent pain associated with newness of transformation. You can think of it sort of in the context of growing pains, those achy joints of a growing body. Just imagine for a moment the sensation that would emerge if a 2-year-old grew 7 feet in one day. Ugh, I couldn't even fathom it. This alchemical process, the evolution, transformation, or whatever else we may call it, is the crux of you becoming who you are desiring to be in a way that allows you to embody such a becoming wholly and authentically. So, here I am inviting you to celebrate the painful edges of your growth in all areas of your life. Even when you feel so tempted to avoid it, embrace it, and better yet, celebrate it. An example of something you might say is, wow, this painful experience is me becoming who I asked to be, and I am now acquiring a gift and a lesson and a new capacity for my next stage. When you pretend to become who you are becoming by going through the motions and essentially avoiding the transformation or resisting it, then the results of your life are going to be wonky and likely produce a false life that is the antithesis of pleasure and fulfillment. The overarching desire to avoid pain is actually disqualifying your ability to grow your tolerance for the expansion you're asking for in the first place. If you don't allow yourself to build the tolerance, then the tolerance will not continue to build as you continue to grow through the various stages of your life. Do you notice how your life works in patterns? As you continue to grow the power of sitting in the pain of each stage, you are building this resource for you to be able to hold more of that kind of experience in a bigger, expanded way. You want to have more money in the bank, then it's imperative to know how to manage it, tolerate it, deal with the sizable difference of what you're growing in monetary value. You want to be famous or successful, larger than life. You have to know how to hold the capacity of the obligations and the responsibility that comes with that lifestyle. When we ask for a difference in our life, there is a period of growth that takes place to allow us to develop the space within ourselves to be able to hold that life and to walk in the larger shoes. The transformation that takes place in the story of a hero, fact or fiction, is indicative of the journey they took to become who they are. They allow themselves to become equipped with the whole shebang of qualities that make you want to emulate them in the first place. They're lost and then they're found, being unknown and then world renowned, getting from point A to point B with everything in between. There is a process to becoming, and it is within this process that the magic, the powers, the gifts, the acumen emerge. I invite you to embrace the transformative process of you becoming the you you're asking to be. Celebrate the growing edge. Apply yourself. Get your hands dirty with experience and take away a nugget of wisdom each and every time you emerge again. Sort of like you're collecting your own array of infinity stones. Thank you, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Until next time.